Hi, this is a quick update 101 on Compass Pools. It is now April, who would have thought? And I just thought I'll touch base with everybody, and this is the quickest way to do it. And I do note that most people know a lot of this information, but just in case, I just wanted to first of all give you an update on the install crews. So we have Daniel and Ben working together now as a team. Now these guys are actually on staff, and we are looking at bringing in one or two other labouring resources so that they'll form like an install team. We still have got Ken with us. We all know he's bought a concrete truck, and he's finding that he's now got a bit more of a work-life balance, and he will be installing just one pool at a time. So he's just trying to get his life and what he says is his older body just into a bit more of a more even keel. So we've got him doing that. Cam is looking at extending, possibly putting on a labourer to keep the Gippsland leg going, or not going, but keeping up with capacity. He's, as I understand it, not having much luck like we are in trying to bring some fresh blood in. We have Dan Andrews, whose wife is expecting a baby in the coming months. Now, he has moved to Geelong. He is still staying with us installing. He will not be poached by anyone else. He is putting his own swimming pool in the coming months, so he'll probably be calling on favours left, right and centre. And he will still be installing, but just basing himself from there. So that's the install crew update. In the sales side of things, we have actually closed our books for next year at this stage. We plan to open March and April in the coming month, once we are a bit more confident with what's going to be happening with the prices. We've had a lot of price rises sort of thrown at us for existing jobs, so we're just a little bit nervous about opening for next year. This new screen behind me, which Tu's said that I needed, I said I didn't. Now that he's done it, I think it's fabulous. It's very good. But this actually shows you all the jobs that are coming up, and we've only got about 120 to build between now and Christmas, of which thanks to some amazing selling from our sales crew, quite a few pool spa combos and not that many simple little logic pools in there. So but there is so much work there, and we are saying no to so much work every day. We could probably sell another, I don't know how many, if we had the capacity. So we just need to manage this the next sort of 3 quarters, so that we don't have broken installers at the other end. So we just want to try and work through that with you all. With the install crew, can I just remind a couple of things? The tech handover forms are so vital and so important to get signed off. Whatever contract or however you're set up, it's one of the fundamental steps that we need to have signed. Also with the temporary fence inspection, so with the inspections, you've really got to micromanage this. The fencing has to be around 4 sides. If it doesn't comply, they will knock you back any chance they get. So even though you are making the site the safest you possibly can, which in some cases is probably safer than like when you're using sides of houses and so forth, but because there might be a window or a climbing feature somewhere, it doesn't pass, even though it might be more sturdy using that rather than all the way around the pool. But it's really black and white in that we just need the one inspection around all 4 sides of the pool with no gaps, so no 100 mil gaps anywhere, and nothing that could be climbed on within 900 of that pool fence. So when you do have a tricky intersection, send me photos just so that we can work it through in advance. So yeah, that's just one of the really important things that as installers you really need to make sure that we nail those. Finally, Adam and I are away at the same time, which is not what we would normally plan to do, obviously, and Xavier as well. So Adam is on his mobile next week, and I am on my mobile for the next 2 weeks. Bronwyn will be sitting in my chair for 2 or 3 days next week and the week after. So please don't hesitate to ring, and if you don't get through to me, just leave me a message or send me a text. I will respond, because there's lots of little things that are happening at the on site that we do want to just make sure that you've got that support there with any of the tricky jobs that are going on, or even if they're not tricky. All right, so once again, thanks for everything. Happy Easter if I don't speak to you, and let me know if there's anything or any way we can help facilitate everyone's own little work-life balance, and any suggestions are welcome. All right, happy Easter.